Hey guys, so welcome to a power hour today. My name is Lisa, and we are going to just go through a basic power hour. This is just a great way to be able to block out some time. Just make an appointment with yourself, just like you make an appointment at the doctor's office. Make an appointment with yourself to get to the gym or to exercise or to meet with a friend. You have to work your business. This is IPA, and it's so important that we do this. If we're going to be successful, you guys, we have to just put in the work to reap the benefits. We got to plant those seeds to reap the harvest. So we are going to just dig right in. I know that some power hours, people chat, people talk, people, I just feel like power hour, we just get to work. We share some tips, but then we just set aside some time to reach out, to follow up, and to do the work that needs to be done to be successful. So I like to start off in a quick prayer. And then we'll get started with the work, okay? Dear Heavenly Father, thank you so much for just this opportunity, for the freedom that we have to work this business, Lord, and just the opportunity to come together, to give each other accountability, to encourage each other, and that we are here for each other as women in Christ, and just sideline sisters, Lord, that we want to help encourage each other to be able to make a difference in the world for you. And I just pray that you will bless this time together. I pray that you will bless these families that are represented here, Lord. I pray that you will help this time to be productive, and that we will be able to make a difference in the lives of others. We just thank you for this opportunity. May our conversation be pleasing to you. In Jesus' name, amen. Okay. So there's a lot of different ways you guys can do a power hour, lots of ways you can work your business. This is just a suggestion of how I like to do things. As far as how much time you spend on each of these little tasks that we're going to do, it depends on how much time you have. So so many people say, well, I don't have a whole hour. So sometimes I'll do power half hours. So whether it's with a group or just alone by myself, but it's almost like working out. I don't have a whole hour to work out. Okay, so set an alarm and work out for 15 minutes and see how that goes. Same thing with your IPA. If you don't have a whole hour, sometimes people say, I don't have an hour, so I'm not going to do anything at all. And I really encourage you not to go that route, because if you only have 15 minutes to work your business before the kids get up, or 15 minutes at lunch, or 15 minutes in the evening after the kids go to bed, then at the end of the day, you guys, that is 45 minutes that you worked your business. So don't look at it as, if I don't have an hour, I'm not going to do it at all. Set aside 15 minutes and just power through and work your biz. So there are some things in the back office, you guys, if y'all don't know, there are some things there that are some great ways that you can share. They give you conversations that you can use to reach out and follow up with people. We do have some scripts in the chat. I'm going to kind of go through them as, kind of as they're being shared in order. Just pick what works for you, kind of make it your own. That's so important that y'all really make sure that whoever you're reaching out to or following up with, that it comes from you. They don't want to feel like it's a generic reach out. So make it your own, make it sound like it is your voice. And if you can send a voice message, even better, because people are nosy and they will want to listen to whatever it is that you sent them. However, I will encourage you not to send a voice message as your very first reach out to someone. If you've never, ever chatted with someone privately on Facebook Messenger, Instagram, or through a text, then I would definitely type something first, a little bit. But you know what else is really great, you guys, is through Messenger, you can also send videos. Do y'all know that? You can send a quick little 19-second video in Messenger with a filter. Did y'all know that? Or was that just me? I just figured that out a couple months ago. Someone showed me. So if y'all want to know this, let me show you really quick. I'll show you on my phone. So I don't know if y'all can see this. There's a little camera right at the bottom. Can y'all see my screen? There's a little camera right at the bottom left. Of course, I have an iPhone. If y'all have like an Android, I don't know what it looks like. But at the bottom left, there's a camera. You click on the camera and look at all those. You have lots of different little filters you can use. And you can just hold it down and it'll record like a 19-second video. The reason I'm telling you this because it's a really fun way to, it's definitely you, you know, it's not like it is a copy and paste kind of deal. It is you, and you can put a fun, it can change your voice, it can do little fun little things, but you don't have to go through Instagram. You can just send it straight through Messenger, or you can actually go through Instagram stories. You can record a quick little video and just save it to your phone. At the top right, there's an arrow that points down. Click on that, it'll save to your phone. You don't have to post it straight to Instagram. So you can just save it in your photos in your phone, and then you can send that to someone, a quick little video. So the reason that I just think that's so great is because it's personal, and that person knows you're sending that directly to them, and that you're taking the time out to reach just to them. So I think that that's really great. The candle's about to fall. I don't want that to fall. Set the house on fire. That'd not be good. Okay. So the first thing that we are going to kind of focus on is, and again, whether you do it for 5, 7, 10 minutes, these little sections, it's up to you guys. Today, we're going to do about 5-ish minutes or so. I'm going to just mute everybody, and we're going to reach out, and there's scripts. Start at the first little script. For those of y'all who don't have the scripts, the first thing that we're going to do is we're going to reach out to current customers. So, and then it says the second message is for previous customers who are not currently ordering from you. Maybe you haven't talked to them in a while. So current and previous customers, okay? So important not to forget your customers. You have to follow up with people who have trusted you with their journey, who are trusting you, or who maybe had to quit taking the products for whatever reason. Reach out to them as well. So if you don't have a list, then try to brainstorm in your mind who is some current customers. You can go in your back office, and that's a great way, because you guys, we forget, we get busy, we forget who's ordered from us and who's currently ordering from us. So go in your back office, click on where it says PV. Don't click on where it has your points. Click on PV. That will, you click on that, you scroll down, it'll show you all of your previous and current customers, okay? So pick a few. I'm gonna set the timer for about probably 5 minutes, and you just power through and send some messages to them. Let them know you're thinking about them. Make it personal. Fall's in the air. I can't wait to start wearing sweaters, yada, yada. So the first thing that comes to my mind with the fact that it's fall is our brand new product, Pumpkin Spice Lean. You guys, that is huge. So even for people that weren't really a pumpkin spice lover, a lot of them are really liking this pumpkin lean. You can add vanilla to it. You can add coffee to it. You don't have to just do straight water or milk. So there's lots of different ways that you can use it. Even someone's like, I don't like pumpkin spice. I know, it'd be like, I didn't really either, but these are some ways that I made it my own. So if you're on this live, you want to look at the chats, that's kind of where we are right now, is that first little section. And don't forget that if they end up signing up as an ambassador, there's $10 off the $99 welcome pack, $20 off the $199 welcome pack. So don't forget to mention that as well, if they're ready. Again, you guys, these are not black and white. You can't just send the same message to everybody. Sometimes for these current, or not really current customers, you can just do business, but like previous customers that haven't ordered for a while, you may need to just kind of start the conversation again, and just kind of have it be a personal message, okay? Don't just jump right into the business. Again, it depends on your relationship with them and kind of what the personality is of that person, okay? So kind of keep that in mind as well. So I'm going to mute us for 5 minutes, and then so let's reach out to current and previous customers. That's what we're going to do now. So here we go. All right, y'all, that is 5 minutes, believe it or not, it goes by fast. And while we're doing this, if y'all want to like raise your hand or just say something in the chat about a response you get from someone that you've been reaching out to, that would be great. If you want to share that, like a win, so let us know if you want to share that in the chat. That would be fun. So I also just sent Jessica, she just shared in the chat the opportunity video, the one with Abby Kappa, the one that corporate did, the one with her walking on the beach, that's one of the opportunity videos. So I don't share the business enough with this opportunity. Like I don't share the opportunity enough. I share a lot about the products, and we would not have a business without the products, but this business opportunity, I think we all assume people don't need the business because they're not destitute, they're not, on the streets and homeless or whatever. But you guys, so many people argue about money and finances, and so we should never assume that someone doesn't need this. If nothing else, you're planting the seed because you never know when someone's going to lose their job, when someone's going to get divorced and they come into financial hardship, whenever someone has a medical issue that they're going through, or that that they're not sharing with you and they're racking up medical bills, or when a medical crisis will come. We just don't know. So you always want to plant that seed, let them know that it's there and it's available for them. So this Abby Kappa video, which is the very last thing that was shared in the chat, is something, if you guys, if you didn't know about it, then there it is. But it's also in the back office as well. Also, really quick, in the back office there are it's a link called Leads You Didn't Know You Had, and it is a fantastic. It's similar to this 64 list. So it just kind of categorizes people and it kind of brings them to your mind. People who need the business, people who need the products, who are some people that need both, people who are outgoing, people who are who have integrity, so those are the people that become leads you didn't know you had, you weren't thinking about. So you can access that in the back office as well. So okay, so the next group of people that we're going to reach out to is going to be, I think it's a cold message. Yeah. Okay, so cold message is the next little section. And you guys, cold messages, this is the first time you reach out to someone, and this is the most scary for me. So I have a lot of chicken listers that I'm like, it's hard to reach out for the first time. Again, it depends on your relationship with this person. How do you know them? Is it appropriate just to start a conversation about your kids or about work or about life, or should you just go straight into the business? Maybe you noticed a post that they were struggling with this or that or the other, and it's appropriate to just go straight into, hey, how you doing? Let's talk about Plexus. So again, you need to gauge that. Make your own decision what's best there. But a cold message, you guys, sometimes you just got to go and do it. So here's the thing. If you want to use a video or you want to use a voice messenger, and this is your first time reaching out, again, do a quick little blurb, just type it in, and you can use, a little portion of the script that's in the chat section. Just kind of open up, the door, kind of open up the conversation, and you're not a robot, you know what I mean? So do that first, and then you can send a video, okay? Or if you send a voice message first, then send a quick little blurb underneath it, and just be like, hey man, just when you get a minute, just thinking about you, if you could just check out, just send you a quick little message. Do you know what I mean? Like, attach it to something. Don't just send a voice message and that's it. So this is for people that we've never shared the business with, or we've never shared the products with. This is called cold messaging, straight up your first time reaching out to somebody. So, and again, it's that next little section in the chat. So again, we're going to do 5 minutes, you guys. We're just powering through this thing. We're getting some work done. So we're going to do 5 minutes, and we'll go ahead and start now. All right, y'all, that was another 5 minutes. I don't know about y'all, but it goes by so fast, you guys. If you just put your timer on and reach out, you have your list, reach out to as many people as you can in 5 minutes, boom, then move on. Okay, so this next little section in the chat, it says these are for folks that are on your current prospect list. So it's kind of like a cold message, which is what we just sent out. However, so it talks about the first message, being about people you haven't reached out to yet. But the second message is what I want you guys to focus on in this next little 5 minute segment. It says, people that you have reached out to previously, but maybe they never responded or said it wasn't the right time. So that's for people that you've reached out to. So you've cold messaged them already, or you've started a conversation, but either they haven't responded or they just said, no, it's not the right time. So that second message, basically it's like, look, I know that we've talked about Plexus before, we've talked about the business, the products, and I know that it wasn't the right time for you before, and that's okay. Just wanted to reach back out, was thinking about you, and was wondering if maybe now is a better time. We have some new great products that have already come out. Maybe they didn't know about the active. To us, it's not new, but to them, it may be new. Let them know about the active. Maybe they didn't know about the brand new pumpkin spice, lean. Just let them know that these are new things that are coming out that you just wanted to bring it back up. So we're going to talk about Plexus again, right? Also, you want to let them know that there are some new products coming out, which we know is the CBD. Maybe they haven't been following. Maybe you haven't been posting about CBD coming out. So you don't even have to say CBD if you don't want. You can just say, also want to just let you know we have some new products coming out and just want you to be aware of it. Maybe now is a better time for you. So this little section right here, these next little 5 minutes is here we're gonna to follow up with. So you've already reached out. Either they said no thanks, or they said, or they haven't said anything at all. Okay, so this is the little group we're going to reach out to again for the next 5 minutes. Find those group of people and let's reach out. So here we go. All right, guys, that was another 5 minutes. They go so fast. Okay, so I want to be clear. Whenever I was talking earlier about reaching out to people that in the first little section that we did, we said people that aren't taking their products anymore, customers, don't forget your wholesale customers too. So to find the wholesale customers, you will go to the section in your back office where it says ambassadors or points, and so that's what you're going to click on. It's going to show all your ambassadors. So don't forget the wholesale customer who's an ambassador, but they're a customer too. And if they fall off, they're called white lines, the dreaded white lines. So don't forget those when you're reaching out to people who aren't taking the products anymore. So don't forget them in your list of reach outs. Okay, guys? Just want to make sure to specify that. Okay. Also, we don't have time to do this today on this during our time together, but do not forget to set aside some time. It's not technically IPA, but it is very important when you're working your business to check in with your ambassadors, the people who are working this business, the people who are who have the same vision as you. They want to work this business. They want the time freedom. They want to share these products with others. So don't forget your working ambassadors. Pick a few every day to reach out to. And that's not even training, because we need to train our ambassadors as well, train our team. If you have one person on your team, you're a leader and you're responsible for training them, whether it's training them on the business or training them on a product. Just reach out and say, hey, do you have any questions this week? How can I help you this week? They may just have a question about an ingredient in a product. You can show them where to find that information, but in the meantime, find a video on that product or on that, or find an article on that ingredient. So train your ambassadors and just kind of meet them where they are. What do they need? What do they need help with? So don't forget your current ambassadors as well. So this last little section that we're going to do, as far as with a time limit here, is we are going to reach out to 3 chicken listers. So in the second little section that we just did, we reached out to people that we've never brought up Plexus to. And I bet if y'all are anything like me, you did not include your chicken listers on that list, did you, of people that you want to reach out to that you've never shared Plexus with? So this last little section, you guys, we are going to reach out to 3 people who are on our chicken list. What's a chicken list? People you are too chicken to reach out to. So what we're going to do is, motivation to me, I have found is worthless. Do not wait to be motivated to do the right thing. It's called discipline. You don't feel motivated to work your business. You don't feel motivated to work out. You don't feel motivated to eat right. Who cares about motivation, you guys? You have to dig down deep and find discipline to do the things that it takes to make a difference, not only in your life, but to be the example that you need to be in the lives of others. Whether it's your family, your friends, people are watching you. Just when you think someone's not watching you, people are watching you. Are you doing the right thing, even if you don't feel like it? That's a huge thing that we have to pass on to our family, to our children, to our friends, and to people that are watching us on social media, people at our jobs, our coworkers. Are you doing the things you need to do because it's the right thing to do? And it's all coming from discipline. If I waited till I felt like washing my hair, I wouldn't do it. If I felt like wait until I was motivated to wash those vegetables and cut them up and prepare them for me and my family, I wouldn't do it. You have to be disciplined to do these things. So find 3 people. There's 3 people in your life right now, even if they're not written down there in your head, of chicken listers, because you're intimidated to reach out to them because you're afraid of what they're going to think of you. You're afraid that they've already said something negative to you, or on Facebook about somebody else who does network marketing. Push past it. Do you know how many chicken listers are diamonds right now? People that were reached out to, even though that they were nervous to reach out to them. What's the worst that can happen, you guys? I love a skeptic. A skeptic is can turn into your biggest fan, you guys. I was the biggest skeptic. My husband was a huge skeptic, and now we're the biggest believers. Okay, so I'm gonna set the watch for 3 minutes. Hello, I see you. Little Kim, look at that little sweet boy. So 3 minutes, you guys. 3 minutes. 3 people, 3 minutes. I'm going to set the timer. Chicken lister. That last little section is the section we're going to go to now if you're doing the chats in the chat. So, and just be honest. Say, I was nervous to reach out to you. Just be vulnerable. It's okay. So, all right, 3 minutes, guys. Here we go. All right, guys, that was 3 minutes. Now, for those of y'all who are on video and I can see you, show of hands. Did you reach out to someone you were terrified? Did you actually hit send? Did you? Yeah, yeah. Did you hit send? Here's the thing. So Ellen Ford, love her. She's genius. I'm pretty sure I'm 99.9% sure she's the first person I heard say this. And she said, listen, chicken lister, schmicken lister. I actually just made that part up. But what she says is, listen, it doesn't matter. If you have a chicken lister, wait until you go to bed. Right before you go to bed, you're in the bed. You're messaging that chicken lister. Then turn your phone off, hit send. Don't forget that part. Turn your phone off, put it on silent, turn it upside down so you don't see the light come on in the middle of the night. Put it upside down. Put it next to your bed, go to sleep, you know? Or if you need to put it in the bathroom, that's fine. But that's the last thing you do before you go to bed. Then you're done. You don't have to worry. Is my phone going to go off? And we're going to hear it? Do they respond? It doesn't matter. Give them the night, you know, and then go to bed. Because if you wait, if you think, okay, well, I'm going to do it during the day. I'm going to do it as soon as I wake up. Just do it before you go to bed. That's the last thing you have to do. And then go to bed. and release yourself of it, because it's your it's your responsibility to share these products. Okay, let's think about this for a second. What if no one shared with you? Jessica, what if Lindsay's your upline, right, Jessica? Lindsay's your upline? No.
Sorry. Lindsay actually reached out to me first.
But you signed up under Megan? Okay, the truth comes out. I think I knew that.
2 years later.
I think I knew that on some level. I don't know. But what if they didn't reach out to you? You know, what if they're like, Jessica, man, she's bougie. She don't need this business. She don't need these products. You know, look at who her family is. So what if they didn't reach out to you? It's our responsibility to reach out. You guys, if y'all are Christ followers, it's our responsibility to reach out to people about the gospel, about sharing your faith, about, you know what I mean? It's our responsibility. It's their responsibility to decide if it is for them or not. It's not your responsibility. How many times have you been sitting at a restaurant and someone, if y'all listen to Sarah Robbins at all, she always uses the example about you're at a restaurant and someone's like, and the waitress comes around, she's like, you want some more coffee? You're like, no thanks. Does she go and cry that you didn't accept the coffee she's offering to you? No, you're just like, I'm good. I don't want any. It's not personal. You know, so many of us internalize someone's response. Now, some people are ugly. They are. But, you know, that's okay. That's between them and God. You have to release that. That is life. Not everybody is about, you know, rainbows, unicorns, and baskets of kittens. They're just not. So we have to release those people. You still have to show them love. You still have to show them, you know, concern and care, because you don't know how they're first of all, you don't know what they're going through. You don't. We don't know what they've been through. Second of all, you don't know how their situation can change, and that you could be that missing link that they need. And they're going to remember you reached out to them before and say, you know what, my situation's changed, my health, my finances, my family's health, you know, has changed. I remember you had talked to me before about blah, blah, blah. Can we chat? You know, it's our responsibility to share. It's their responsibility to decide if it's for them or not. So take that burden off of you, take that responsibility off of you, of how they respond. It is okay. If someone were to come up to me right now and say, Lisa, I have got this amazing opportunity, is ground level. It is amazing to install porta potties. Do you want to link arms with me and let's go around the world and let's install porta potties? I'm not interested in that, you guys. No offense to the person that reached out to me for that. That's not my gig. I'm not interested, okay? So I know it's a little bit different. Porta potties aren't necessarily life-changing, but you get what I'm saying here, okay? So that is it. I want to be respectful of y'all's time. So we have come to the end of our time together, but I do want to kind of end on this. Make sure that when you are doing your power hours, if you're by yourself, basically it's this, you guys, whether it's 30 minutes, whether it's 15 minutes. So if you have 15 minutes, then give yourself 3 minutes to reach out, 3 minutes to follow up, and 3 minutes to train. Do that, okay? So we're reaching out to new people. We're following up with potentials that you've already reached out with. You're following up with them. You're following up with current customers, wholesale and preferred customers, and you're training. That is all it is, you guys. That is your IPA. Now, do not forget to train yourself. Do not forget to build the relationships through social media. You know, tell people happy birthday, and not just like a post, but love it, and then comment happy birthday. Send them a private message, happy birthday. Hey, I'm sorry about your dad having surgery. Just little things like that mean a lot to people, you guys, and we have just kind of forgotten that personal touch. So we have to remember to do things like that. And that is important if you have the time to do that in your power half hour, your power hour, to do that as well, because you're building relationships. Send friend requests. You've got to build your audience. You're always building your audience with friends. Send friend requests, you know, go through your family, you know, old high school buddies, old coworkers. Reach out to them, you know, and make friends with them. And the last thing I'll leave you with is, do not forget Instagram. I am old school. So my son is 15. He's like, Mom, you're so old school. You use Facebook a lot. I do. I'm trying to get on Instagram more and do the stories more and just be vulnerable. you guys, this is so much of this is just about vulnerability, being willing to kind of put your pride aside about what people are going to think about you, and know that this gift that someone has given you, that you're so thankful for, that you're giving that to somebody else. Don't assume people know what we're doing. Don't assume people know what we're about. Don't assume people know what a difference it's made in your life, health and financial. They may not know. And especially if you're not posting about it 24/7. So reach out and share and do a live and do a Facebook story and do an Instagram story and share your heart. Be vulnerable. People can relate to vulnerability. If I saw the Diamonds all, dressed up and, to the nines, and their house is always clean, their kids are always perfect, and their marriage is always perfect. If I saw that all the time, I don't know that I would be having the same frame of mind that I could reach that too. If you come across now don't look like a homeless person all the time, on social media, right? But you have to know that there's a time and a place, and it's okay sometimes just to be you, just to show up with a hat and a sweatshirt, and just be real and be you and be vulnerable. And I'll tell you what, I said that was the last thing. This is one last thing. Something Bob Heilig taught me is you have to add value to people, whether it's through this business, whether it's through your faith, whether it's through recipes. You guys, you're adding value to people when you can improve their ability to make good, easy recipes for their family, easy dinner recipes. You can add value to people in lots of different ways on social media and in person. Don't forget the power of being in person with someone, meeting someone, going to those football games and sitting next to another mom, and just, building a relationship that way. Y'all, we have forgotten the art of being personable. So don't forget that. So when you add value to someone, that's when they are able to trust you. That's when they're able to relate to you more and say, man, she's got something good to say. Man, that was a good recipe. Man, that was a good Bible verse. Man, that was a good word of encouragement. I needed that today. You're adding value to them. However you can do that, that's when people are going to kind of want to start following you more. And not just for the popularity part of it. Let's take that part out of it. But they're going to want to follow you to hear what you have to say so you can pour into their life, okay? So when they do need that business and they do need those products, they're going to come to you. They're going to know a place where they can trust and someone that they can turn to help them navigate whatever it is they're going through, even if it's just in prayer. You guys, what's so wrong about being a fantastic resource for someone to come to and ask for prayer? Y'all, that's a sweet place to be. So anyway, thank y'all for joining us. That is basically a power hour, however you can do that, to fit it into your day. Even if it's 15 minutes, you guys, let's do that 15 minutes and let's do the work. All right. Love y'all, and y'all have a good day.